Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. And welcome back to the 458. Today we're going to be doing a drive and chat. And I'm going to walk you guys through why I am going to sell the Ferrari 458 and purchase a Lamborghini Performante. And as always guys, I want to get y'all's feedback before I make any decisions though. So I'm gonna give you guys what my thought process is on why I'm looking to make the change, and I would appreciate it if you guys would drop me some comments and let me know what your thoughts are on it. As I've talked about in previous videos guys, probably over the last 3 weeks to a month, I've been talking about changing up the garage. You guys know I'm on the hunt for a new daily driver, and we've looked at 3 or 4 potential replacements for the SL63 AMG. I'm also thinking about selling my 2019 Porsche 911 GT3 and purchasing a 2020 Toyota Supra. But today we're going to talk about the Performante. In Naples, Florida, which is about 30 minutes from where I live, we have a couple of exotic car dealerships down there. And I'm down there quite frequently, talking with those guys, looking at inventory that they have in, and they have every supercar, hypercar you can think of down there. And I've had an opportunity to get up close and personal with a Performante, and I'm telling you guys, I love the way it looks. I mean, it absolutely is what I would want a supercar to look like. Now the 458, don't get me wrong, is right there with it. And some people say the 458, being the last mid-engine, naturally aspirated Ferrari, will be a collector's item one day. I don't know about that, guys. I've owned my Ferrari 458 for 3 years. Well, it'll be 3 years in February 2020. And I've enjoyed every minute of it. I mean, you're talking about a naturally aspirated V8 Ferrari, 570 horsepower, 398 pound-foot of torque, 0 to 60 in about 3.2, 3.3 seconds. It weighs 3,250 pounds. And it's the truth, man. It's the real deal. I've enjoyed owning it. But again, I'm trying to try something new. I've never owned a Lamborghini. So I thought, hey, if I'm gonna buy a Lamborghini, I want the baddest Lamborghini I can buy other than the Aventador. So I looked at the Huracan. I looked at the Huracan Evo and the Huracan Performante. And for my money, guys, I'm going with the Performante, and I'll tell you why. One, I love the wing on the back of the Performante. And obviously, aesthetically, it looks good, but it also is functional. Their ala system that they use, the rear wing on the Performante is a big part of that system. So I like the wing aesthetically. Obviously, it looks menacing. It's lowered. You got the 305 rear tires. And let's talk about the numbers. 640 horsepower. And I want to say 450 in that ballpark in torque. That number could be a little bit higher, a little bit lower, guys, but it's in that ballpark. It weighs about 3,050 pounds, so lighter than the 458. 0 to 60 is 2.9 seconds. So it's quick. So it's lighter than the 458. More horsepower, more torque, better 0 to 60 time. That's the reason why I'm thinking about getting this Performante to replace the 458. Again, guys, drop me some comments. Let me know what you think. I certainly want you guys' feedback on this because, you know, I'm going to be featuring this Performante on the channel quite a bit. It's better if I get feedback from you guys to help me along my way, just to make sure I don't miss anything, or I don't, you know, I just don't want to miss anything. So guys, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking probably in 2020 February of 2020, or maybe slightly earlier, I'm going to locate me one, and obviously it's going to be black paint, black wheels, black interior, triple black. You know how I do things. But when I locate one, I'm going to start negotiating a deal and seeing if I can put this thing together. Now, what I plan on doing in the next couple of weeks is I'm going down to Naples, to those 2 exotic car dealerships I spoke about earlier in the video, and I'm going to test drive one. Now, I'm not a big test driver guy anyways. I mean, when I bought the 458, guys, I never test drove it. I located it in Fort Lauderdale, negotiated the price on it, and I went over there, picked it up, and my first time driving a Ferrari 458 is when I bought it and drove it back to my hometown. That's it. So I don't necessarily have to test drive a car in order to feel if it's right for me or not. It's just a gut feeling and an instinct that I have when I'm buying cars. I would say 70% of the time, I don't even test drive my cars when I buy them. I didn't test drive the GT3 when I originally bought my first 2015 GT3. Never test drove it. Didn't test drive the 2019 that I have now in the garage. Never test drove it. Never test drove the SL63 AMG that I'm daily driving. Because I'm a firm believer in, I look at the facts on paper, I go with my gut feeling, and that's how I lead my life. I do my research, don't get me wrong, I do my research, but I don't necessarily, I'm a pretty decisive individual. When I make my mind up to do something, I don't do a lot of waffling. So I won't, but I do want to get down there and drive it. Not that I need to drive it in order to justify buying it. I just want to get in it and drive it. It was between the Huracan Evo and the Performante. And I went with the Performante because, again, guys, I like the wing. I think personally the Performante is just a cooler car than the Evo. I won't be taking the Performante on track. It'll be for public road use. Just like all my cars, I'm not really a track guy. I'm not opposed to the track. I just think, for me, I want the real life conditions of driving it on public roads. Even on the track, guys, I'm no, it would take years and years to be able to become a pretty decent track guy, and even tap into the full potential of any of these supercars. So it's just not something that I'm interested in doing. I know a lot of you guys track, and more power to you. I know it's fun. I got friends that track. It's just not one of those things I'm interested in. So the Performante will be strictly used the same way I use the 458, is an occasional weekend car in the garage alongside the GT3. And I plan on having the 992 GT3. So that's it, man. Oh, whoa, there's a Performante right there. You guys see it? What? That's one right there that just passed me. Shoot. Man, I should go run him down. Well, all right, guys, I'm gonna stop rambling on. I just wanted to give you guys just a quick video. I'm taking the Ferrari out for a drive. I haven't been in this car, man, in what, I don't know, almost a month. So I thought I'd get it out, shake its legs, and give you guys a quick drive and chat, talk a little bit about the Performante. Please drop me some comments, give me your honest opinion on what you think about me getting rid of the 458 and getting this Performante, because really at this point, that's what my mind is set on, is that Performante. And it'll be my first Lamborghini ownership. My good buddy Will Motivation has owned several Huracans and Gallardos, so I'm copying him a little bit. I got the bug watching his videos and him enjoying these Lamborghinis. I figured, hey man, why not take a shot, get out of Ferrari, get in the Lambo for a while, see how you like it, and then if you don't like it, you can always move back to the Ferrari. All right, guys, we are going to end this video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing and share the video. Give me a thumbs up, guys. I appreciate you guys taking a few minutes out today and watching this video. All right, guys, keep chasing greatness, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace.